What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Las Vegas. Hey, behind me is the hotel that started it all. This was the very first place I ever stayed in Las Vegas, and because of that, I have a soft spot for the MGM Grand. That's why I was excited when they announced in 2025 that they're going to renovate all of their guest rooms. That's why I'm here. I have one of those rooms tonight. Let's go get checked in. The MGM Grand is the quintessential mega resort on the Las Vegas Strip, and this was my fourth stay at the property overall. This time around, I wanted to check out the newly renovated rooms, try their newest restaurant, and show you the pool. But if you want to see even more about this hotel, including what it's like to stay at the Signature, be sure and check out our other videos, links to which are in the description box below. One of them is even a complete walking tour of the property, so you'll be sure to learn your way around before you visit. All checked in and settled into my room here at the MGM Grand. I got here today about 11:45 a.m. and although I've always told you guys to use your smartphone, use that MGM Resorts app to check into these properties, I didn't do that today because yesterday I got an email from the concierge team here at the property reminding me that they have a gold check-in lounge. So as soon as I got here, I made a beeline for the gold lounge to get checked in. I walked straight up to the desk with no line, and within minutes I was on my way upstairs. Have I mentioned how superior the check-in process at MGM Resorts is compared to almost every other hotel on the Strip? Anyway, I took the elevator up to the 15th floor, and as soon as I stepped off the elevator, I almost didn't recognize the place. Everything about this guest floor has been completely changed since the last time I was here, and definitely for the better. This is room 15319 here at the MGM Grand, and it is a Stay Well King room. And since this room renovation is the reason I'm here, let's mix it up a little bit and start this video off with the room tour. This room renovation here at the MGM Grand was announced in January of 2025, and it is a $300 million overhaul of every room in the main tower here at the hotel. The first room started coming online in March, although since then I've hardly seen anything about it, so I was excited to get in here and to see one of these rooms for myself. I'm not disappointed. I did mention this was the first place I ever stayed in Las Vegas. That was back in 2009. In the 16 years since, this is already the third different version of the guest rooms here at the MGM Grand, so you can't say that they're not keeping up with the times. The first thing I noticed when I set foot in the room was the color palette. I absolutely love it. It's creams, beiges, and warm woods. There's not a lot of color in the room, but I think it works well. It looks very modern. Now this is not one of those rooms that's big enough for me to say, hey, let me show you around. At 445 square feet, it's decently sized, but not huge.
That's what she said?
The room is big enough that you don't feel cramped, and it is big enough that you have a nice little cozy seating area over in front of the window. You have a very nicely sized desk over by the corner. Right over my shoulder here, you have the entertainment wall. We'll get back to that in just a second. And the bed, of course, dominates the middle of the room. I'm a big fan of the seating area in front of the window. There are two very big, nice sized chairs. There's a nice glass top table in between that can serve as a dining table. It's plenty big for two people to eat at. Where this hotel is situated on the Strip, they do have a lot of rooms with a great Strip view. I certainly didn't get one of them though. Behind me is the entertainment wall, a 55-inch TV, brand new, a nice long credenza with 4 cabinet doors. I'll get to those in just a second. On that end is the desk I mentioned. There's plenty of space over there, including a pretty cool little library lamp. Down here under the credenza, I mentioned these 4 cabinet doors. The first 2 open to reveal drawers for your storage, but it's this one that got me excited. This one has not only a mini bar with the dreaded overpriced items, but a cooler for your own use. I've already got it all stocked up. That is a great amenity that MGM Resorts don't often offer. All right, that's a look at the bedroom. Let's go take a look and see what's new in the bathroom. Along the way, I'll show you the closet. It's not exciting, it's just a closet, but it has been enhanced with new doors to match the decor and new shelving inside. All right, in here in the bathroom, there's only so much you can do with a bathroom at a hotel that was built in 1993. It kind of is what it is. They left some of the items intact. The floor is the same from before. The vanity top and the sink are the same. They did put a nice new faucet on. They put up a new mirror that's backlit. I kind of like that. Over here, the big change is what used to be a tub shower combo is now a walk-in shower with a glass door. I like it, although I will say, there's one thing they forgot to put in here. You tell me if you can figure out what it is. All right, I'll just tell you, while they do have the shampoo, body wash, conditioner dispensers on the wall, they failed to add any kind of shelf for your own stuff, so my soap is just kind of hanging out down there on the floor, essentially. And again, there's only so much they can do with the floor plan here, so the toilet does not have its own private water closet, but it is kind of tucked away in a little bit of an alcove. One last thing, let's talk charging ports. After all, it is 2025, and still, some hotels don't have enough of them. Plenty of them in this room. On either side of the bed, you do have a USB port and a USB-C port, as well as a regular power outlet. That's on both sides of the bed. Over here on the entertainment wall, you have a couple of available power outlets and another USB-C and another USB. And in addition to that, there is at least one power outlet that's just available on the wall for you to plug in the rest of your devices or power strips or whatever you want. No problem charging your devices in this room. I did mention earlier that the entire guest floor is completely different, and I've also said before that hotel hallways matter to me. This is a great part of the renovation as well. Check this out. Before we head downstairs for dinner, let me tell you about the best way to get to the MGM Grand, and that's through the sponsor of this video, my good friend George and JMC Transportation. If you've watched the channel very long, you know JMC is our exclusive transportation provider in Las Vegas, and for good reason. If you're looking for luxury transportation in Las Vegas for any reason, whether it's an airport transfer or a special event, then look no further than George and his crew. They provide a level of professionalism and an experience that's second to none. To top it all off, I'm certain you won't find a better value in Las Vegas. Check them out at jmclimousine.com or look in the description box below for a link and a phone number where they can be reached 24/7. Upstairs, I mentioned I checked in at the Gold Lounge. If you don't know where that is, go to the front desk, look immediately to the right. It's right over here. If you're MGM Rewards Gold or above, you can check in here. You can also come in here and get bottles of water, some snacks at various times of the day. A nice amenity for sure. Of course, if you're MGM Platinum or Noir, you probably already know about this, but the VIP Lounge is over here. There was a time when we were Platinum and we got to use this. This is phenomenal. This is a lot better than that Gold Lounge. They have elevated snacks, call them hors d'oeuvres if you will, and at least at one time they had free beer in there as well. They say tourism is down. Well, they don't say, it actually is, but you wouldn't know it by walking around the MGM Grand on this Saturday night. It's as busy as it always is. And this is where I was hoping to eat tonight. This is Netflix Bites. It's a pop-up restaurant based around Netflix shows. Hopefully I can get in as a solo diner, even if it's just a seat at the bar. All right, success. I did get in and get seated here at the bar at Netflix Bites. The place is pretty busy. I would say almost every table is filled, and the ones that aren't filled, I would suspect, are being held for reservations. So definitely make a reservation if you want to come eat here. This is for Netflix fans for sure. I love the decor in here. The menu was kind of fun to look over. I, of course, went straight for the cocktail menu, and I found one right away that was perfect for me. It's the House of Usher. It's $20. It's based after the Netflix series, The Fall of the House of Usher, which we absolutely loved. Check that out if you like a dark horror series. That thing was awesome. Horror, H-O-R-R-O-R. All right, let me tell you what's in it, and I will show you how it was presented to me because it was really cool. But here's the description. A potent cocktail kit perfect for a midnight dreary. Butterfly pea flower infused Absolute vodka, Absolute raspberry vodka, Luxardo maraschino, vanilla simple syrup, citric malic acid. Vodka is the starting point, but the more you investigate, the darker the secrets you reveal. The bartender did say, "It is very boozy, is that okay?" And I said, "Absolutely." let's take a look at the menu. Now, of course, everything on the menu, I think, is inspired by Netflix shows. We like a lot of Netflix shows, but there's going to be some on here I don't understand. So appetizers are $20 to $30. They've got salads and bowls, tacos. They also have several different pizzas up here. Entrees are in that $30 to $40 range. Burgers and sandwiches are in that $20 to $30 range. Not terribly expensive. I thought it might be a little bit more. So we'll see what we come up with. I'm thinking I'm going to get this short rib pasta marvella right here. All right, I did in fact order the short rib pasta marvella, and it is out, and it is drowning in cheese. I'll show you close up, then I'm just going to dig in. All right, I am halfway through my food now, and it's brutal honesty time. I wondered coming in if this restaurant was gimmick. It was all flash, no substance. Based on this food, I would say that's definitely the case. This is this pasta, this sauce, this cheese. This is Chef Boyardee quality. There is beef short rib in here, and that's what really drew me to this dish. And it's okay, but even that's not great. It's extra. It's awfully fatty. It's just not very good. A pretty big disappointment. The cocktail was great, and I love the theming. So I will say, if you're a huge Netflix fan, there's a Netflix show you love, you've seen something on this menu that you're super excited about, by all means, come try it out for yourself, but it does not get my seal of approval for whatever that's worth. All right, I'm going to finish up this, head out and show you a little bit more around the MGM Grand. All right, back upstairs from dinner at Netflix Bites, and I hate being that negative, and I guess that's how you know it's an honest opinion when I feel bad about it after the fact. I will say the service was excellent. I talked to the bartenders quite a bit, and they were super nice guys, and that was a great environment. The food just didn't live up. Hey, I'm going to hit the pause button on this video for now because I've got to go work on another video, and I have had a long and tiring day. I want to have a little fun tonight. As an MGM credit card holder, I am drowning in free play, so I'm going to go downstairs and gamble on the house. Of course, I'll let you know if I win, but otherwise, I'll check back in with you guys on this vlog in the morning when I will show you the pool and finish up showing you around the MGM Grand. Stay tuned. Good morning from the MGM Grand, and I can say good morning because I slept really well last night. This bed was super comfortable. The sheets were great. The mattress, I think, is different in the staywell rooms. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's a pillow top and I loved it. And the pillows, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. On top of that, these staywell rooms have an air filtration system which puts off a perfect sound for me, and I don't like my room to be too quiet. So if you don't like your room to be totally silent, this is perfect for you. This morning I've got a little bit to do. I want to take you guys down to the pool. You have seen on this channel that we have consistently rated the pool here at the MGM Grand to be the best in Vegas. There's a reason for that. I'm going to go down there today and show you guys around a little bit, and I think I'm going to have breakfast at the Cabana Grill that's down there as well, although it doesn't open until 10 and it's just after 9 o'clock right now. Right now I'm having some in-room coffee, but not because it was provided here. There is a fridge. I said that's a great amenity, but there is no coffee maker. You have to have your own or go downstairs. People tend to make fun of me when I travel with my electric kettle and my Starbucks Instant, but hey, I haven't had to go downstairs and I've got coffee in the room, so who's laughing now? All right, headed down to the pool. Be advised, the audio is going to be a little rough down at the pool because I'm going iPhone only on this. No microphones, no cameras. Too hard to keep track of that stuff at the pool. Also, by the way, when you've got a sweet vintage Treasure Island tank like this, it behooves you to wear it to the pool. Alrighty, going back up to the room. Forgot my sunglasses. I'm really good at that. All right, as you can see, I did make it down here to the pool. The pool here opens at 8 a.m. It's open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. There are 6.5 acres of pool deck here, and it's pretty awesome. I'll show it to you after breakfast. But first, I went to the Cabana Grill. It's a counter service restaurant, which is fine. It was quick. I got a breakfast sandwich and I got a drink. I'll show them both to you. They weren't cheap. You knew that. It's Vegas. And here it is. The breakfast sandwich comes on a croissant. It's got 2 eggs, bacon, and cheese. $17. At least it did come with a side of breakfast potatoes. That's not cheap, but it's certainly not a terrible deal considering all this food. I don't think I could have eaten cheaper anywhere else. And then I got the cucumber cooler. This looks kind of pathetic, but hey, it is what it is. This was $19 for a 12-ounce drink. The 32-ounce beverages here at the pool are, I believe it was $32. And then if you want the souvenir cup, those are $34. All right, that breakfast sandwich was actually pretty good. I'm not even upset about the $17 price tag. It was filling. Time to walk around the pool here. There are 4 pools, a lazy river, 6 bars, and the one restaurant that I ate at today. This pool area is awesome. It's the best in Vegas, and don't even come at me. It's the best in Vegas. In addition to the 4 pools and lazy river, they also have a day club. This is Palm Tree Beach Club, and this is new this year. This used to be Wet Republic for many years, a very famous party pool. It's still a party pool, but I think they've tried to make it a little bit more adult with the new Palm Tree theming. If you're worried about getting a free lounger, don't be. This is a Sunday morning. It's almost 11 o'clock now, and there are still plenty available. The ones near the lazy river fill up first. All right, that's the pool. Like I said, my favorite pool in Las Vegas. People are starting to stream in there now about 11 o'clock. So just so you know, if you want to get in there and get your free chairs, probably before 11, you're going to be okay. All right, there's a few more things I want to show you before I check out. Let's go do that. Then we'll go back up to the room and I'll give you my overall thoughts about staying at the MGM Grand in 2025. Something new here at the MGM Grand in 2025 is the Friends experience. This is in the district near the pool. By the time this video comes out, it will be open. This is one of those deals. It's an interactive experience. You can go down there and be like you're on the set. I think there's a lot of interactive different types of exhibits. I never was a huge fan of Friends. I watched it, but I wasn't dedicated. If you want to know more, here, I'll just scan on this, zoom in on this QR code right here. All right, 17 minutes until my 1 p.m. checkout here at the MGM Grand. It's 1 p.m. because, I don't know, you've probably heard me say at least once in this video, I'm MGM Gold. Don't think that it's that hard to become an MGM Gold member in the MGM Rewards program. All it takes for us is we have that credit card and we use it for almost all of our daily spending. Because of that, we earn enough tier credits to stay gold every year, probably by about mid-year. It's a great perk because you get unlimited, you get free resort fees, and you get 1 p.m. checkout complimentary every time. So now I'm down to 16 minutes. Let's go over my overall thoughts about the MGM Grand in 2025, specifically related to this room remodel first. This room remodel, I've said a couple of times, I love it. I think it turned out really well. It feels like a brand new room. It's clean, it's comfortable, it's modern. That's everything you can ask for in a standard room in a hotel in Vegas or anywhere for that matter. Knowing that this place has great suites, I'm really excited to see this in a suite format. We had a king suite here a couple of years ago and absolutely loved it other than it being a little bit dated. Knowing that that same room either already does or will soon have this same design motif, it's really exciting. That's going to be an awesome room. So kudos to MGM Resorts, they did it well here and they did it at the right time. They didn't let those rooms get too far outdated and too far gone before they came in and remodeled them once again. This remodel once again is in process. It's supposed to be done by the end of 2025, so some rooms are done, some aren't. If you want one of these, you have to specifically choose one when you're booking. Make sure it looks like this in the pictures. If it doesn't, you're going to get one of the older rooms. All right, let's go over my thoughts about the MGM Grand as a whole in 2025. I can do it with one pro and one con, and they're exactly the same thing. It's the fact that this place is absolutely massive. You might like that because you have everything you need under one roof here. This place is sprawling. It has dining, it has shopping, it has now great rooms. It has the best pool on the Strip in my opinion, and it has great entertainment, a variety of shows. Again, if you want to see a little bit more of a resort tour in depth, check out the channel. I have a full walking tour and a video where I stayed at the MGM Signature earlier this year, so I show more of the casino and talk a little bit more about it in that video. This hotel really takes the Steve Wynn model of the mega resort from the late 80s, early 90s and amplifies it. This is, even still in 2025, the quintessential mega resort on the Las Vegas Strip. While that's a pro to some people, it's probably a con to others because this place is huge and sometimes it can be overwhelming. It's always busy. This is late June 2025 and visitation to Las Vegas is down. This place was far from dead. Last night the casino was packed. They weren't just passing through either. At one time I decided to play a slot and I kind of had to settle because a lot of the games, most of the games I wanted to play were taken. The table games were very busy as well at $25 minimums. And overall, it just looked like the MGM Grand that I'm used to seeing. But if a super busy, almost too crowded casino is too much for you, this might not be your place. You have to weigh the benefits of a massive mega resort against the cons. It all comes down to your personal preference. Hey, I'm now 13 minutes to check out and I've got to get packed up and I got to move on to the next video. That's it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell so you get notified anytime we release new content here on Show Me Vegas. I've got to be moving on to the next. I will see you in that next video because there's always more for us to show you on Show Me Vegas.